Welcome to Mr. G's Coliseum tutorials. I wasn't really going to make this video, but this guy makes a lot of textbook mistakes, so I figured we could capitalize on that and grow as an individual, you know. I'm going to assume he's just uneducated, not that he's terrible, you know. First order of business. Friggin' grenades, man, they're so good. They'll win the match for you so many times. The cooking and the popping and the killing, and then the phase shifting. Oh, synergy. Keep in mind, you have 2 charges on both of your grenades and your phase shift, so it makes it a lot easier to nurse your cooldowns when there's 2 of them, you know? Never, ever stop moving, really. But more importantly than that, you have to be aware of where you think the enemy pilot's gonna shoot, you know? You'll notice I do a pretty good job juking this guy for the majority of it. Just by trying to predict where I think he's gonna shoot. Another thing is don't get too close to the walls. If you played Junkenstein's Revenge, you'll know that the blue Zombnics could splash damage the wall behind you and it would ruin you. Only be on the wall if you're actively wall running. We'll put a clip of that later.
Keep it up.
Remember, try and get as much coverage out of your splash damage and out of your grenades as possible. Because if they can't, it's a lot harder to dodge 3 projectiles, you know, than it is to dodge 1 EM blast. Which you'll notice this guy gets a little frustrated with his inability to track me using the EM, and he switches to the charge rifle. He gets 1 hit and that's it. Because the charge rifle is set to fire immediately, and the charge rifle is hit scan, and like, just think of how a real gun works, and how effective serpentine is against a real gun, and how how basically a pilot takes serpentine to the whole next level. I don't think I let him hit me again, and if he does, it's not enough. You have to land the shot twice. Maybe if he had been able to wing me with a grenade when he hit me with that first shot, but like, I get wise real quick. I think he gets wise real quick too. He switches back. This is when I'm like, oh, splashed you, bro. We danced for a while. He gets his juke on a bit better than he was before, but he keeps making the same mistake of getting too close to the walls in the back. And then bam, well-cooked grenade is all it takes. And waggle dance for the win. So that's not quite all of the tips you need to succeed, so I'm going to throw in some of my other successes and failures. Alright. We'll start with how to effectively wall run, so that you can get an idea of how to do it. Not that I think it's really advisable, because, you know, splash damage. I mitigate the weak point of making connection with the wall by phase shifting. I jump as often as I can to mitigate the splash damage of his incoming EMs, and then I finish with a grenade that, well, was frankly kind of lucky. And now we have how a well-timed melee will gank you in the butt. I try to melee back, but I can't because there's a cooldown between when you can shoot and when you can melee, and he just went for straight melee, which was probably better. Thanks for watching Mr. G's Tips. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy. Don't forget to hit up those codes and dump some codes on me. I'd like to hit 1,000. I'm sure you would like to hit 1,000 as well. Feel free to leave some more tips in the comments. And as always, remember to take it one play at a time, one match at a time. Catch y'all on the flip, sizzle, whizzle, pizzle, dizzle.